and when we practice it, I always tell people, like when I'm asked about what I mean by practice it, I practice these principles. I always think of a little child. You ever watch a little child learn how to walk? From a very young age. First you watch them crawling, and then you watch them the first time that they sit up on their own, not that you placed them, that they're crawling along, and and you see them, and they sit up, and you can see them aware that they just did that, and you see them thinking about what they did, and then you watch them drop down and they move along, and then you watch them as they sit up again, and then you start holding the little fingers, and they start stepping a little bit, and you see them thinking about that stepping, and then you watch them as they, all of a sudden they pull themselves up along the couch, and you can literally see them think about moving the feet. They literally process. You can watch them as and then they pick the other one up, and they move sideways, and then the upper body goes along with it, and then you watch them as they learn how to do that, and then you see them moving pretty fast along the couch, right? And then you watch them the day that they step off from the couch or whatever, they're standing up, and you see them, and they look at you, and or maybe you've let go of their fingers or whatever, right? And they look at you, and they're just standing there, and you can see them thinking about it, and you can literally see them think about taking that step, right? And they take that step, and they grin, right? And then they start to fall, right? Yeah. And if you're there, you catch them, or they hit the floor. But you see them sitting there, and then you'll see them thinking about it, and then they'll sit themselves up, and you'll see them think about taking that step again. And then all of a sudden, they're walking, right? And the next thing you know, they're running. And then when this is done, you and I will get up and walk out the door, and we won't even think about it because it's become us. But it's all been a process of practice.